Cybersecurity Awareness Month tip number 20. Today's tip is about understanding the difference between targeted and non-targeted attacks. So we'll start with non-targeted attacks. These are the most common. Sometimes they're even automatic. It could be where they are randomly trying to access computer systems and seeing if they have a particular vulnerability. And if they do, then exploiting it and then trying to exfiltrate, that is to get out all the data that they think they might want, that they think would be in a particular location. Oh, this is where all the good stuff is on these types of systems. Pull that stuff out, save it to our server, we'll check later. And it's all automated, right? Another type of non-targeted attack is these widespread phishing scams. Phishing is where you get an email or a phone call, text message, and they're trying to get information from you or get you to log in and do things on their behalf. And you've seen these before. There's a Nigerian prince that wants to leave you 10,000 tons of gold, or your long lost aunt or great aunt, twice removed cousin's brother's business partner you didn't know even existed. And they're contacting you to offer you a settlement because the person has passed away and you're in their will. Things like that. And you'll see those and say, okay, this is pretty far-fetched. I'm not going to fall for this. It's pretty easy to spot. But be aware that there are types of attacks that are highly targeted. So I just talked about non-targeted attacks. Let's talk about targeted attacks. And one example is a spear phishing attack. So same concept of phishing, but the email, phone call, or text message is highly targeted towards you. They will know information about you you don't think people would be able to pick up, that you don't think is out there on the internet. As a former certified fraud examiner, I can tell you there is a lot of information out there on the internet about you. Properties, former jobs, anything that had a legal proceeding attached to it that's in public record, marriage certificates, death certificates, things like that will be out there. And so there's a lot of information they can use to construct a highly persuasive email or text message. Or let's say you have a relative that they're big on YouTube or TikTok or something, and they grab a bunch of those videos to train their AI model to have a voice that sounds like their voice. And then they call you and it's like, yeah, you knew about our cousin Vinny over here and that party that we were at for his birthday. You know all those details and who was in the photo. It was on Facebook. And you're asking me for money. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. It sounds just like, oh, wow, it's good to hear from you. It sounds just like you. So be careful. I just want you to be aware of that. There are non-targeted attacks. As you level up your cybersecurity awareness this month by following these tips, keep following, you'll start to see, wow, okay, I can avoid these non-targeted attacks by following these tips and being more aware, but there's also some more advanced, highly targeted attacks that could happen to you that you want to be aware of.